Nobody gets me.
Have you wondered why some conversations flowed naturally while others didn't even start, regardless of their conduct? Just as parents and children sometimes struggle to communicate effectively, it's not uncommon for even the people we intentionally bring into our lives, such as friends or spouses, to have difficulty understanding our perspective. Have you ever pondered what might be causing these communication challenges? We probably think that the issues lie with these people we are trying to communicate with. I came across a book, Surrounded by Idiots, where the author introduced an interesting story about Stura, who founded his own business and built it up for many years, who vehemently claimed to be surrounded by idiots. Stura's inability to handle people and his constant criticism of his employees made the author realize the flaws in such thinking. Stura's definition of idiocy was merely anyone who didn't think or act like him, and the author recognized that they too had similar problems with certain types of people. When we genuinely dedicate ourselves to comprehending human communication and behavior, we open ourselves up to the potential of uncovering subtle evidence that sheds light on the factors contributing to people's inclination towards silence or incessant talking, and the contrast between those who consistently told the truth and those who seldom did. Understanding why people don't seem to understand us can be a multifaceted issue. It could arise from differences in communication styles, personality traits, or varying perspectives. The author's experience demonstrates the importance of self-reflection and seeking to understand others rather than hastily labeling them as unintelligent or difficult. By learning about different behavior types and communication patterns, we can bridge the gap and enhance our interactions with those around us. Drawing insights from the book, Surrounded by Idiots, I realized that to comprehend communication fully, it is crucial to start by understanding ourselves. Our communication styles, personality traits, and behavior, as illuminated in the book, are not only influenced by external factors, but also by our core values, attitudes, and approaches. It is through this lens that we can begin to unravel how these factors intricately shape our identity. Core values are fundamental beliefs and principles that guide our behavior and decision-making. They reflect what we consider important and meaningful in life. Our core values influence our communication styles and behavior by shaping our priorities, motivations, and the way we interact with others. For example, if honesty is a core value, we are more likely to communicate truthfully and openly. Our core values provide a foundation for our personality traits and influence how we express ourselves and engage in relationships. Attitudes refer to our general evaluations and feelings towards people, objects, and situations. They can be positive, negative, or neutral. Our attitudes influence our communication styles and behavior by shaping our perceptions, biases, and responses to others. For instance, if we hold a positive attitude towards teamwork, we're more likely to collaborate and communicate effectively in group settings. Attitudes also impact our openness to new ideas, our levels of empathy, and our ability to adapt to different communication styles. Approaches refer to the strategies and methods we use to approach communication and problem solving. Different individuals may have different approaches, such as assertive, passive, aggressive, or collaborative approaches. These approaches are influenced by our personality traits, learned behaviors, and communication styles. For example, someone with an assertive approach tends to express their thoughts and needs clearly while respecting the rights and opinions of others. Our approaches shape how we engage in conflicts, negotiate, and resolve differences in communication. So now we have a better idea why are we the way we are. Now let's understand the fact that people are obviously different. Imagine a scenario where you find yourself trying to communicate with someone who has a similar income level as you. However, both of you have completely different approaches and priorities when it comes to money. You are a thrifty individual, known for your responsible and disciplined spending habits, always prioritizing long-term financial stability over short-term gratification. Your goal is to achieve financial security and peace of mind. On the other hand, the person you're engaging with is highly materialistic and driven by status. Their focus lies in acquiring luxurious items, designer brands, and indulging in extravagant experiences to elevate their social standing. They are fueled by a desire for recognition, attention, and the pursuit of a glamorous lifestyle. Alternatively, maybe you are the one who values status and recognition. As you can imagine, such contrasting perspectives can create significant challenges in communication. The differences in behavior and core values can make it difficult to understand and connect with each other. Thrifty individual is talking to herself.
Why do I need all these luxury items? I am confident without them.
On the other hand, the status-driven individual ponders.
Doesn't she realize that all these luxury purchases can impress my clients and potentially boost my income?
Since me will never equal to you in a conversation, does that mean that we should stop conversation? Obviously not. We are social creatures. We need to communicate and develop social bonds. Hence, it is necessary for us to adjust ourselves to the individuals we encounter. Effective communication frequently relies on our ability to adapt to others. While it's natural for us to be true to ourselves and exhibit our core behavior, there are times when we feel the need to adapt to others. This need for flexibility and adaptability is often emphasized in discussions about emotional intelligence, REI, or emotional quotient, EQ. However, it's important to recognize that adapting to others requires effort and sometimes taxing, especially without proper training and sufficient energy. The taxing part may eventually become a struggle to adapt. Our core behavior becomes more evident, surprising those accustomed to seeing us behave in a particular way. But you might be wondering, I have never adapted to anyone. I have been myself all this while, and I have been doing great so far. However, it's important to realize that you shouldn't anticipate others to fully understand or accept the message you're attempting to convey. If you can be content with the fact that the majority of people you encounter may not be receptive to your ideas, then there is no issue. Ultimately, there is no absolute right or wrong when it comes to personal values and perspectives. When you share your story with someone who shares similar values, they are more likely to resonate with your viewpoint or understand you. To ensure better understanding from others, it is undoubtedly more beneficial to invest time and engage in conversations with the right individuals. If you're interested in gaining in-depth knowledge on adapting to others or understanding who are the right people to communicate with, I highly recommend reading the book Surrounded by Idiots. It provides valuable insights into these aspects. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Until next time.